G'day guys, Stephen Ford from Fordable Property and Finance. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had an amazing September for 2019. For myself, it's been quite enjoyable. The business stats, vlog number 13, here we go. To kick off the website traffic, last month I successfully got a backlink from a high authority website pointing to my website, which almost doubled my website traffic. It was quite a pleasant surprise to see that. For the website traffic, I've had 6% of that come through as social, mostly Facebook again. And then I had 29% as direct traffic, and the majority of it all remaining being organic searches, which is fantastic. People are finding me. I'm still doing my little bit of legwork, always trying to improve the website, always trying to improve results. I'm fine-tuning some of the blogs, jumping in there, tidying up information. Looking back at the website, I can see that I really did throw together the content, and while it was sufficient, it wasn't amazing, and I've gone through and I've updated a fair bit of that as well. So refreshing the information on the website is seen by Google as a positive thing because it means that it's new, it's fresh, and it's current, hopefully. So maybe that's where I'm getting a little bit more of the volume as well. My marketing, the social post, has been quite good. It's been consistently better at least. On Instagram, I've had a slight increase on followers there, nothing significant, and on Facebook it's remaining static. I was looking into how I can run a paid campaign this month. I'm finally getting around to committing to looking into it and getting some prep work done, and I made the decision that it's just going to have to be the whole hog. I've paid my web developer to do a little bit of work. I've consulted with them, so I'm going to go for the full paid advert, resulting in someone landing on a specifically designed page. Through that page, they'll read the information in more depth as to what the promotion was, linking that back to more in-depth information, asking the potential customer a couple of qualifying questions, and then flowing through to a book an appointment. So I haven't started on that just yet as far as implementing, but I've done the research and I've got the pages underway. Now I'm going to have to create the content and tie it all together. So hopefully in the next month or two I'll have some work and some traffic flowing through from there as well. Client activity has been a little bit up and down. I've got a couple of return customers. They had a pre-approval earlier in the year and they just didn't find their property, so they're now on the hunt again, which is always good. It's a lot of work, which you're probably already aware of, but there is a fair amount of work that goes into preparing an application, getting that in, the work done with the client. It's quite time consuming for both parties, but when a customer doesn't transact and doesn't find a property, the fact that they're willing to keep looking and come back and open up the conversations again and keep pushing forward is just amazing. It's really, I can understand how difficult and frustrating and time consuming it can be for the client and for myself, but for them to come back and jump back in and keep looking for that property, it's great to see. So of course they're always welcome back, and I'm looking forward to them finding the property that's going to make them really happy. Whether it's an owner occupied property or an investment property, doesn't matter. Just finding the right asset, the right purchase for the client is the most important thing. As far as what's in the pipe, I've got 7.3 mil worth of deals in the pipe. That's reasonably healthy, and more so if it's going to go through in the next quarter or the next couple of months, then that's what we want to be seeing, is a good healthy sales funnel and plenty of deals in the pipe. 2 of those applications will be going ahead, so I'm looking forward to getting them in for the clients. Then on top of that, I had an interesting home loan application go in, which was for a company title. There's not many of them that come through these days because most properties are converted over to Strata, but more so the properties which are older, maybe pre-1980, it's more common that they're still on company title and haven't made that transition. If this buyer convinces the committee to transition over to a Strata title, they could see some immediate equity in their properties just by putting it into a Strata structure. So it'll be interesting to find out what they end up doing there, and the client is well and truly aware of this. So if he's going to drive that and convince the owners to take on that transition, then good on him. More importantly, I got my first pay this month. So on the 25th of the month, every month, moving forward, I should see some income. It's been 9 months of work 9 months of, all that time invested, all that commitment, all the heartache and everything else that comes with, sitting on your savings account and working through the budget that you set yourself and looking for when that first settlement's going to come through and shaking all those hands and everything. It's so good to see that first pay has landed. I've now switched over all the bank accounts. I've got money coming out of the correct account instead of the savings account and things like that. So that's been really exciting. And spring is now showing its face. We've seen a lot of increase in clearance rates. There's a lot of positivity in the news about housing prices. We'll just have to wait and see if that continues, because you don't want to see a little spike and get all excited and then all of a sudden it plummets. As far as my personal mood goes, then I've been training. I've been working on my networking still, just plowing through those LinkedIn contacts and trying to stay in contact with as many people as possible. I've got a mate coming over from the States and I'm going to go up to the Gold Coast and visit him, but that gives me a chance to rub shoulders with a bunch of other people who I know, which are good friends and they're in my network. So spending time doing that sort of thing is really important, to just make sure that you're staying in contact with all of those people who might refer someone into you. And whether or not they're going to be a client for me is not the critical thing. It's about staying in contact with them so that I'm top of mind. With my training, I've actually done quite well. I won a race recently, and so that's a good confidence boost. That was down in Sydney, and one other little win was that I got my monthly newsletter started. That's going out to my pool of clients and all of the people who I've been networking with who are happy to receive a little bit of information from me. It's been a great month and really looking forward to October. I've got plenty more to share with you guys, and I hope that my posts and my videos and my presentation skills are getting better each time. I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. See you in October.